It went from completely dead to 60%, and it's only got a 6-watt panel on it.
Stick around and we'll get right to it.
Hey, welcome back guys, Jason, Cam4ACK. Today I got a cool little gadget that I wanted to show you guys. This is the new Elecrow M6 Meshtastic Meshcore solar node. And it's something that I've been playing with, and I'll tell you guys exactly how I'm fitting this into my setup. This has become my new portable solar node. So when we're out in the RV, I've got a kind of unique mount on the back of it. I'll tell you guys about that maybe in another video. But this mount allows me to slide this onto a mast and hold this so that I can get it facing correctly for the sun, so that I can get the maximum input on the solar panel. If I don't happen to have the mast up, sometimes I've been known just to set this thing on top of the RV. But the reason I like this unit, well, one of the biggest reasons is this 6-watt solar panel and the 7,000 milliamp hour battery that's contained in the back of the case here. I went on an RV trip. I was using this for an entire week, and then I threw this thing in the back of the truck and literally set it face down so that I was getting no solar action on this panel. Well, a few weeks went by with zero solar, and obviously this thing ran completely dead. But I was kind of curious, and I thought that made a really good test. I took this unit then, set it on the bed of my truck actually, and angled this towards the sun. Now I kind of monitored that as the day went, and we did have a full sun day that day. But the battery got back to 59% according to the telemetry in the Meshcore app. So I thought that was pretty impressive that it could bring it back to 59%, you know, just with one good day of sun. So that tells me that I'm never going to have any trouble deploying this thing. And that's one of the concerns with these units is if you deploy this, a lot of times it's going to be in an area that you might not have access to all the time, and you want to know that the solar panel is going to keep up with this unit. Now, if I remember right, I think this uses a 52840 chip inside of it, and a couple of things with it. So we've gone to Meshcore here in Middle Tennessee. We've gotten completely away from Meshtastic. This came with Meshtastic flashed on the device, and I immediately had to use the USB-C plug right here on the back to reflash this for Meshcore. Now, a couple of things when you do that. These lights basically on the back of it stop working. You do get a little blip with data, when the data light will blink at you every now and again. I'm not sure if that actually correlates to anything, but you definitely lose the power indicator light that's on the back of it. And honestly, I don't mind that too much at all. Now, I haven't double checked this, but I've heard from others that Meshcore does not support the GPS that's in this unit. It does have two antennas. This one is GPS over here. Yeah, GPS on this side, and then the 915 megahertz antenna on this other side. These antennas are okay. I mean, for a small portable deployment, this is going to be sufficient. It does have SMA connectors. Let's see if we can see that. An SMA connector right here on the back. So if you wanted to put a better antenna on it, you could. My only complaint is actually this arm that's on the back of it. I'm not the biggest fan of this. It's okay, but it's not great. Taking my clamp out of the equation, you'll see that it's designed right here to be screwed to a wall or a pole. So with me, I was using it on a fiberglass mast that I put other antennas on. I didn't want to screw into that. So I had a couple of options. I could either get a couple of the worm drive clamps to put around this in the pole and then have to stand there and screw it together each time. But I found this little mount here that allows me just to slide the pole right through this mount, and it comes down, I don't know, 2 or 3 sections from my green mast from TN07 that I use all the time, and gives me, I'm going to guess, about 25 feet thereabouts of elevation. So that's worked pretty well, but that's the only thing is I'm just not crazy about this design back here. You can take this off with this little screw, so if you wanted to design something else, I suppose you could. But for a portable setup, this is going to be ideal. I'll be running this at the Huntsville Hamfest. I'm not sure once I get down there if I'm going to put it on a mast or if I'm just going to set it on top of the RV. But one way or the other, I will be running this little repeater to help out with coverage inside the campground, because a lot of us, especially at those hamfests, just carry those little T1000 credit card style units, or the, I forgot the other one, the tag. A lot of us just carry those, so they're not great for being able to transmit. So the more of these little repeaters we can get set up in the campground, the better coverage we will have up there on top of the mountain. And it'll kind of be interesting to see. I don't know how much Meshcore activity is in Huntsville, but it'll be interesting to see if I leave this at the campground, will I be able to transmit back to my wife, who will be at the campground during the show, while I'm in downtown Huntsville at the show itself? That'll be kind of interesting. I don't expect it to work from inside the convention center, but from outside in the parking lot, that might actually work. So we'll see what happens. I might do a after action report on that and let you guys know how that worked. But for now, the Elecrow M6 is definitely won a spot in my portable kit. If you found today's information helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up before you head off. We will see you guys on the next one. Until then, 7-3.